Hey everybody, thanks for checking out the Chris Gethard Show podcast. It's really cool that you're checking this out.
We're about to do, I think, the dumbest show we've done in years.
His life would be trashed! And you better believe I'm trashed.
We are scrappy trash people.
What's the point of this show? I just turned it on.
We've always been with this show.
We've always been trash people. We will always be trash people.
It's true.
This doesn't feel real.
Hello!
Hello, everyone. Live from my grandmother's basement, we are the Trash People. I'm Emily Pineapple.
And I'm Forrest, keeper of the Canon.
And this is We Are Trash People, the show where we do something related to the world of Planet Scum. That's right. That's Chris Gethard's very own Twitch comedy network. Streaming. Can you tell that we have a new studio set up?
I don't think
This is my question. Can you all tell the amount of work I did?
I mean, maybe a little bit.
Cannot see.
Well, the background's different.
Background's a little different. If you tilt your head, look at that. Chris Gethard holding the cloth
genital chamber.
from the genital chamber. We got the arm hanging up. We got our gooberry. We got our Planet Scum.
Bye, Strainy.
Bye, Strainy.
We will.
Thanks for showing up.
Thank you for popping by.
We appreciate
Have
you.
a good time in Seattle.
Have a fun time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Seattle.
Seattle.
So yeah, hello everyone.
Oh, and our conspiracy board?
Oh yeah, our
Of
conspiracy
merch?
board.
Or of like tributes from folks and of Meet the Germs and zines.
Yes.
Kermit Was Here to Dance is right up there. And
That's
if you
where
go to
it is.
wearetrashpeople.com/zines, you'll be able to see embedded versions of that very zine that's right up there in both black and white and living color.
Living color.
Hello, Offbeat Valerie.
Oh, hey, Offbeat Valerie. Hey there, Blogtoven. Hey there, everyone else who is here, but I can't
Goody.
tell. Holly Goody. Welcome.
Hello, CBC 9000. Hello, Metzley.
Hello. Welcome, everyone. So we're going to get started with our two sort of intro things that we do. That's right. It's Planet Scum Tarot with the beautiful tarot deck designed by our very own Stephen Premmel. And then a new segment, which I'm very excited to bring you all. Well, we did it last time.
We did it last week with the very own Gooberry that's right back
it's
there.
It's Show and Tell.
Show and Tell.
And we're going to be talking about this fucking awesome little zine right here. I'm so excited.
And while we do these intro segments, if you use the Kahoot app or go to kahoot.it and enter the room code 627-7253, you can sign up to play our Planet Scum and Comedy trivia. But first...
That's right. I'm so excited for all the facts. All week, you just make noises. He just makes noises. And I go, what? And he goes, there's a really interesting fact I cannot tell you.
Because you play along. Because Emily Pineapple plays along with all of you at home.
Right.
And so, there's a lot of facts I wanted to tell her this week that I couldn't.
I'm very excited.
Because I don't want to give her an advantage.
But let's see first. Let's look into the cards. Let's look deep into these cards. This first card that I'm going to pick, this is your snapshot for the week. Okay? This is like the theme of your week. And it's upside down.
Oh.
The Toydarian. Oh, fuck.
What a week to get the Toydarian.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. That's right, it's the Toydarian, and he is based on the devil. That's right. Look at him. Look at him with his people in chains. But look how loose those chains are. They could just take off those fucking chains. Why are they in chains if they can take them off? I know it's the perfect week. This is a card that is a warning. It's a warning about your vices. It's... I Premmel.
Stephen Premmel, what?
It's a Premmel. It's a warning. It's a warning about vices. It's a warning about sort of giving into addiction and comforting things that aren't actually helping you, but that are getting in your way, that feel like they're helping you, but aren't really. So this represents, either that you are currently taking stock of that, or that you should maybe look into it.
Like comfort food? Is that the kind of thing you're talking about?
If it represents something that is not going well for you. Like comfort food is great. It's fantastic to have some comfort food when you're feeling bad. But are you eating that comfort food, that heavy mac and cheese? I love mac and cheese.
Yum.
Every single day.
No.
And then, your body is changing in unhealthy ways. Like your entire body falling apart. I spent a couple months.
Was it only a couple months?
It was like maybe it was 6 months.
Yeah.
Maybe it was like a year.
I think it was like half a year.
Just like only eating mac and cheese.
Well,
just only eating those cups of mac and cheese, those Easy Macs.
It was the Kraft Easy Macs, and it was your lunch at work?
It was my lunch at work. It was like my dinner. It was like my breakfast, and my body fell apart. Don't do it. It destroyed my stomach. Don't do that. So now let's look. We're going to look at the worst case scenario.
Is it? I wonder if it's me again.
I wonder if it's you again. This card right here are the vices. These are the things you have to look out for. The things bringing you down.
Joy?
Joy.
Aww.
Very interesting. And then the worst case scenario is the host. Very interesting. So this really fits in with the toy Darien.
Yeah, that
what you're
follows
looking out
real
for
well.
are things that you think are bringing you joy. You're looking at for maybe it's things that society says should be bringing you joy. Maybe you're like, fuck, I just need to work harder. Because society has told me that I will find my joy through work. And actually it's destroying your fucking body. So that's the thing to look out for. And then the worst case scenario, of course, the host. Look at him. He doesn't have any legs. He's trapped putting on this show for these naked people. Look at their nakedness. Look upon it. Look at what Instagram will not allow.
That is a fun fact. If you go to Planet Scum Live's Instagram, you'll see a censored version of the tarot cards because these were too hot for Instagram.
So this makes me think, like, are you putting on a show? Do you feel like you are putting on a show of wellness?
I feel like I'm putting on a show right now.
But I think that that's sort of what it's pointing to. Are you pretending to be happy, and who are you pretending to be happy for? Is it just random naked people? Is it your family? Is it your friends? Is it your doctors? Yo.
For some reason, I thought you were going to say, is it your dog?
Is it your dog? Is it? Is it your dog will accept you no matter what? Okay, we co-evolved with dogs for literal millennia before we even started like breeding them to create morphological
We evolved with
changes.
dogs before written history
like,
began.
Significantly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like way before written history, like before Stonehenge, like before stone tools.
That's entirely possible, CBC 9000. This is generalizations about dogs.
Yes.
Some dogs are rude.
Some dogs are rude. Some dogs are rude as fuck, and we still love them. Good dogs, bad dogs actually good?
Good question.
As we saw on Saturday Night Live last week. Friends, let's look at the best case scenario for your week. Let's look at your boons.
Boom.
Oh. And your best case scenario. Look at how many hands he has. 3. He has 3 hands. This is so interesting.
Yeah, that's an unusual placement for Steve Harvey.
Unusual placement for Steve Harvey. And I think that what this means, what with this side being like, why are you pretending to be happy? What are you doing that's supposed to bring you joy but actually isn't? This says the world is at your feet. The showrunner has everyone around her. She is based on the world. The world is a card of completion. It's a card of having everything in its place and all of it working synchronistically, including Steve Harvey, to create the best show possible. And I also kind of love that the showrunner is on your good side and the host is on your bad. It's two sides of a show. The host and the showrunner who has everything going on behind the scenes. Your boon is that everything is already in your hands. You already have everything you need to create the life that you want or that you need or the things that you want and need. And this being in the best case scenario, I can only think that you are that lightning bolt coming to strike the head of Steve Harvey and knock off his terrible crown of ignorance, sexism, and capitalism. All those things. Right?
I mean, I can't argue with that. That seems very clearly what the cards are trying to tell us.
It's trying to tell us that, like, if you spend your time, like, really thinking about what's around you in your world, maybe making changes to that world. Maybe being like, you know what? This table that I've been doing shows at is way too small. And I've been spending a year ramming into each other and trying to arrange ourselves and just not fitting because the chairs are too big for the table. And instead put the table off to the side and put these handy little desks down. Look at this. Wait. I can't show you because I put the camera on a tripod. On an actual
tripod now.
Look how nice. I did all of that this week.
Yeah,
all those cubbies. All that arranging, that green screen comes down. That's where we do our other show. And look, there's the table.
That's the old table that we used to use. That's the fucking table
that we did not fit in. That was the wrong height, an extremely uncomfortable height. And I just fucking moved it and put different things in there on wheels. Look at that. Change your world to fit you.
Yeah.
Your home, your room, your routines.
Your life.
Your life. You're the one living it.
Yeah.
Arrange it to fit you no matter what society might be telling you it should.
Yeah, don't listen to big society.
Don't listen to big society.
Hi, 1BBBR.
Hi, 1BBR. Oh. Don't listen to what society thinks.
Thank you, Holly Goody.
Should make you happy or is trying to trick you into thinking will make you happy. Because that just leads to being trapped. And sometimes that might mean being sad.
Oh, yeah.
Feeling your feelings. Like putting things away, putting things aside. That's almost like hiding from your feelings, hiding from bad things. Maybe you're using vices to avoid those things. And that actually, in order to take control of your life for you, you need to let yourself feel sad and angry and small and insignificant and worried and anxious. There are so many real things to be anxious about, to be sad about, to be angry about. And it's okay to feel those things. I've been thinking about that a lot. I don't like watching movies because they are empathy machines.
As Roger Ebert said.
And I don't like feeling things, you know? I'd rather feel like sardonic funniness. Like, I don't want to feel feelings. But then I'm like, wow, I really want to watch these movies. But I don't want to be sad. I don't want to be inspired. I don't want to be any of those things. I don't want to cry, even if the crying is tears of joy.
Let's be clear.
Except on Thursdays.
On Thursdays, I want to cry.
Yes, Thursdays is the crying day.
With Kenise Mobley.
So everyone, you're going to very soon have your life in order because tomorrow you're going to cry with Kenise Mobley. You're going to rearrange your life to fit you. You're going to shelve things society says you should be doing. You're going to examine the things in your life that aren't making you happy or perhaps keeping you from finding real happiness because you're trying to like numb yourself. and kill Steve Harvey. Well, knock off his crown. Knock off the crown of Steve Harvey, okay? Knock off his goddamn evil crown. Do you know what the crown represents?
Thinking like a man?
Yes.
Because
yes.
that's what Steve Harvey represents.
That's what Steve Harvey represents, and fuck men. Emily is so wise.
I
the
agree.
cards are wise.
The cards are wise.
The cards know. Oh.
Now it's time for our second intro segment.
Show and tell.
But
That's
if you
right.
don't know, go to Kahoot.8 or use the Kahoot app and enter room code 627-7253 to sign up for some trivia that will be getting started after we're done showing and or telling.
That's right. So this is when I show off an art thing that I get usually from Silver Sprocket at the zine store in San Francisco, and we look up that artist and learn about them. So this I fucking love because it's just like this little zine. I love small zines, and it's a triangle.
I love the pyramid shape.
The Pummeling Pyramid.
Who's it by?
It is by Andrew Goldfarb. So let's look up Andrew Goldfarb, and I'll show you a little bit of what's inside. You fold it down like this, and all it is an adorable poem about the Pummeling Pyramid, who wakes up and he's pissed off because there's all this crap around.
I can't.
And he starts pummeling motherfuckers. You can't find him?
No, I see other Andrew Goldfarbs, but not. Oh, wait.
He also did Sparky the Space Siren, apparently.
Well,
we're still looking for him.
I don't see Sparky. Does he say Sparky? Does
It
say
said
Sparky
that he had
on
done
there?
Pummeling Pyramid and Sparky the Space Siren on the
okay.
computer.
No.
Yeah, the Pummeling Pyramid by Andrew Goldfarb, like.
Yeah.
Sparky the Space Siren.
This is an anthology. They were both.
It's also a graphic story.
They were both in an anthology called, or I think it's an anthology. They're both in a magazine of bizarro fiction.
I mean, this is certainly bizarro. Look at this. Look at the fucking runes. Ah! Check this shit out. We are trying to find this person. If anyone's able to find this person, please tell us. And then this is what I really love about this. Look, he's pink. This person printed these things out and then cut out the little pyramid thing to put lovingly into each of the zines as with the eye. Wow.
I can find other Andrew Goldfarbs, but
And
not one
little
that's
eye
clearly the author of
We
Pummeling
can't find
Pyramid.
this person. Do they exist? Who knows? I'm going to read you the story of the Pummeling Pyramid. The Pummeling Pyramid sleeps on sands, dreams of diamonds and floating hands.
Aha. I found...
Yes! Cartoonist, musician, weirdo.
Yeah, I found who I presume is that.
This has
'cause the
gotta
art
be this
style's
person, and
very
the art
similar.
style's
So
the
let me
same.
pull up.
A drunken
their
camel man
website.
comes near. Has to pee from too much beer. I like how the camel is a camel person. It's not a person on a camel. Now Pummeling Pyramid wakes with a start and thrusts his peak through the camel man's heart. Look at his like cool old style strongman bathing suit. Right? The layout is really what fucking got me. Smelly and angry. Sorry. Smelly and angry, he goes on a spree. The army attacks while the townspeople flee. Look at them fleeing. I keep, like, flipping it the wrong way. With guns and with tanks try hard, they did, but no one could stop the Pummeling Pyramid!
Oh, wow.
I love this so much.
That is a bathing costume, you're right, Premel.
To Stonehenge now, see Pyramid creep, preparing to crush with a mighty leap. See how he still has the camel man and the tank?
Yeah.
But wizards arise!
Wizards!
Up in the sky, while Pyramid's victim systems obscure his eyes. That's all these runes.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
that's the wizards of Stonehenge, my friends.
That's so wizard.
That's so wizard. In a mystic ritual, the wizards all link, and with a magic flash, turn the pyramid pink.
What? Oh, wow.
I'm obsessed. I'm fucking obsessed. With a defeated groan, the pyramid dropped. But when his tip stopped the ground, the whole world popped! Look! It's the whole world! It popped!
The whole world.
The earth shot through space like a deflated balloon. And the pummeling pyramid, he won't be back soon.
But that's where I live.
It is.
Oh no.
Look at that.
Look at
fucked up
Saturn.
moon.
Is it the moon? I thought
This
it was
is
Saturn.
the moon. This is Saturn.
Like Saturn just sort of watching, like, oh no.
Just like, oh no.
Oh no, Earth, my friend.
No. So this, I fucking love. Every bit of it. It reminds me of Sheila Silverstein. Yo. Those kinds of poems. And that's really what I was trying to channel. Like, almost specifically this for our
zine.
Planet Scum zine that
Yeah.
we put together. Because what I love about it is, like, clearly, I almost feel like he was, like, pummeling Pyramid. That's fucking hilarious.
But this is his
I'm
other-
going to write a poem. And it's just sort of a nonsense poem that he just illustrated. It's amazing. The Pummeling Pyramid on Radio Free Multiverse, the other show that we do with this shiny green screen that you can't
know.
see.
Yeah,
that
you can
kinda
see it a
the
little
edge
bit.
of.
A little roll down green screen that you set up.
You know, who knows?
These
Who
are-
knows? We are
this
down
is-
with destroying planets. So here, Andrew, the Snow Low Poisoner Goldfarb. Let's see,
The
is
Freaky
there an
Fortune?
about? Can we learn who this human is?
But this is a magazine of weird humor that it looks like Andrew is the editor of. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. So, do people submit to this, or is it all his work? Freaky Magazine is an way out collection of weirdo comics, kooky gags, and surreal collage. Over 50 pages of insanity from each issue.
From some of the most bent minds in underground comics, and it's printed on paper in the traditional style.
Oh. So it is.
Presumably,
He edits
yeah.
it. He puts it together.
Yeah.
He clearly illustrates a ton.
So he's the editor, but not the founder. Other people do layouts, I assume, is what Cyberspreader is, and then people do contributing art. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And he does the front cover.
Freddie Freaknik is the founder.
Yeah.
I really want to know about the history of this magazine, and we might purchase it. I have been wanting to. So with the previous ones, it was really just things that I saw and was like, I love this. I want this. I need to know more about this. And we've only done 2, but we have looked up other people of things, and they're all dudes. Like, no offense to them or my tastes, but I might put a little more effort into trying to find
That's fair.
some ladies. There is a ton of stuff about queer shit. In fact, they have a table that has a big rainbow on
Yeah,
it
it just says
that says gay stuff.
Gay stuff.
Where I found some really lovely books about non-binary identity and trans identities, but I really connected seeing stuff from non-binary
And if
people.
you don't live in San Francisco, you can find a lot of Silver Sprocket stuff on Hoopla, which is an app that's partnered with many local libraries from across the country.
I forget the name of the particular one, but there is that graphic novel from that non-binary person just sort of like talking about their
I don't
experience
remember.
and who they are, and I read almost
Yeah,
all of
you
it just
read-
in the shop.
Yeah.
Because the shop is hella chill. They're like, library rules. But I think I need to buy it because it's
I
just
think
like
so.
living in my head rent-free. It was so fantastic,
But
and I
let's
want to
get-
show all of
Do
you.
we want to get our freaky fortune?
Yes, we need our freaky fortune.
Our lives are runaway freight trains, hurtling off their tracks and careening recklessly towards flaming piles of uncertainty. What do the coming days hold for you? Simply click inside the crystal ball
Oh my god, that's so
to
cool.
find out. Same old shit
Same
plus
old
a little
shit.
new shit. Gotta love
Wow.
it. I definitely recommend you going into Silver Sprocket
Yes.
to anyone who visits San Francisco. They just
Absolutely.
moved in their new location with florists that I helped install. Looks real nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And window signage that I helped move.
Lindsay got the same fortune. It must know that everyone is watching.
I wonder if it's the same fortune or if there's other fortunes.
It looks like it probably is the same fortune, but it's still pretty great.
I mean, love it. I love it.
It's evergreen.
It's so perfect.
That is just the truth.
You are awesome, Forrest.
Oh, thank you, Thank you,
Isn't
Stephen
he?
Premel. You're awesome, Emily.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, you're awesome.
That's so kind of you.
Emily.
All right, friends. Silver Sprocket and can we look up this guy's bio?
No.
Ah!
There's no bio on the
There's no bio. Is there any way to find other stuff about him? If he's the editor of a thing, there should be.
He also is.
Oh, look at all of his stuff!
I'll share the screen again.
What? He's surrounded by stuff that he made, and it's like these 3D objects in his style. Look at that! Oh, they can't see. Look at that!
Yeah, he also has an Instagram we can check next, but he'll be performing at Bottom of the Hill, which is the legendary venue where Green Day got their start. And look at this flyer.
Oh my god, when?
Halloween.
Fuck, I really hope that happens on Halloween, because I want to see that on Halloween.
I've been experimenting with a creative process called trepanning. It involves boring a hole in your head with an electric drill. Don't try this at home, use the shed. To let in new ideas. The results are this danceable ditty and accompanying short film. Which you should check out. I'm not going to play it right now because I don't want YouTube to take us down.
But I want to see it.
But he also because he has a ton of work, and I think it should all.
Gosh!
Oh, here we go.
Oh yes!
The Slow Poisoner, alias Andrew Goldfarb, is a one-man surrealistic singer-songwriter who hails from San Francisco and has been playing to audiences across America since 1996. He plays catchy, offbeat songs whose lyrical subjects include swamp witches, sinister flowers, strange hunters, and giant worms. Strange hungers, thank you. And giant worms that drive hot rods. Like a late-night horror movie host or a creepy camp counselor, the Slow Poisoner invites the audience into a weird world of his own design. He displays paintings to accompany the music and puts on a theatrical performance inspired by the morbid humor of predecessors such as Screamin' Jay Hawkins, Screamin' Lord Sutch, Rocky Erickson, Robbie the Werewolf, Zachary, Brother Theodore, Tom Lehrer, who was also a mathematics professor at my alma mater, and the Cramps. The Slow Poisoner started out as the leader of a 5-piece band, the Slow Poisoners, named after a chapter in Charles Mackay's 1854 book, Memoirs of Extraordinary Popular Delusions and the Madness of Crowds, which detailed a murderous fad among 17th century European wives.
A murderous fad? It was more like women murdering their abusive ass husbands that they could not get out of the marriage of because you could not divorce people, and you were usually sold.
Sounds like a popular fad. Over the course of 10 years,
kill those men.
The group slowly became thinner and thinner as other members disappeared. Eventually, an apparition of an 8-fisted cephalopod, the Rocktopus,
oh my god,
instructed Andrew to go it alone, and since 2005, that is what he has been doing, touring across the country, meaning America, and playing venues that range from libraries to science fiction conventions, beauty parlors, and laundromats.
Oh my gosh, can we see the photographs and press pics?
These are amazing.
Look at that shit! Look at that!
These are so up my alley.
Oh my goodness! And we can just download this for the press about this show.
For this episode?
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
We should show off this person who does not need to be shown off by us, but
we can do it to introduce that person. I agree. Has a great look.
Great look.
And we can introduce him. Introduce
Incredible
Planet Scum.
Stuff. Yes.
Introduce our fellow trash people to the Slow Poisoner.
Yes, which I am absolutely going to listen to and going to be looking up on YouTube
We can post some of that where the music is discussed. But for now, it's almost time for trivia. So
it's almost time for trivia.
Go to Kahoot.it or use the Kahoot app and enter game pin, i.e. room code 6277253. Oh, and of course, other art I'm a big fan of is this great Planet Scum sticker by Horde Jedi.
Hell yeah!
And the Great Clon sticker by Riley.
Hell yeah!
But yeah, Pineapples is in, as is Sarm Smith, Single Walk Run, Stephen Premmel, Blogtoven, Trash Fatson, and Holly Goody. I have to pull up the trivia so that I can see all of my little facts and all of the questions.
Hella fun. Oh my god, there's a box!
It's the box.
It's just a box! Oh my
One of the
god!
boxes is here.
I had no idea that you could join as just a thing!
Oh yeah, you
What?
could just join as a pineapple emoji.
What?
Hello, Offbeat Valerie. Hello, Diplomat Owl 43.
Owl.
It feels like they probably changed someone's name. A box. Box?
Box!
Box?
Box. Box.
Well, there's 10 of you in.
Is it time?
I think. Oh, it was
Before
Lindsay
I
Crowell.
leave
Hello.
and rejoin
Do you want to
as
do that?
a pineapple
Well,
emoji.
Do you want to do that? Oh, Lindsay was trying
No.
to enter as the Tits Lindsay and Kahoot.
Damn it!
Censored Lindsay. Hello, Heart.
Hello, heart.
Hello, Heart. I'll give everyone a little bit more time. You can
How can I leave?
quit game.
Quit game.
And then you can
Yes.
rejoin. Oh, where-ish? There-ish.
There-ish.
Right there. Ish right there.
Ish
See?
right there.
Right there. Right there in
6,
Kahoot is Ish.
2,
Hello,
7,
Ish.
7, 2, 5, 3. When I worked customer service,
We're lost as well.
that worked with we would look up people's accounts
Yeah.
from their phone numbers. I got so good at just remembering numbers.
Call me Ish right there. That's really good.
3 pineapples!
Emmy Award-winning Ish. Congratulations, Ish. Congratulations, as it's time to Kahoot. Here comes question number 1. Which friend of the George Lucas talk show wrote the memoir, It Never Ends?
Fuck.
Is that David Sims, Downtown Griffey Nooms, Tom Sharpling, or the Crystal Skull? Crystal Skull, of course, being the omnipotent being of immense power that joined the George Lucas talk show, and you take on the mantle when you ask a question it doesn't know. 10 of you got it correct. It is, in fact, Tom Sharpling, host of The Best Show, who sadly never received his White House sign after some shady figure took it from Bryson and disappeared into the night. Let's see who else is disappearing into the night with some points as we go to the leaderboard. Single Walk Run in first, Trash Fadson in second. The box contains enough points to get into third place. Sarm Smith in fourth, Stephen Premmel in fifth, and Emily Pineapple, where are you?
I'm in 13th place,
Lucky
tied
number
with
13.
Heart. Lucky number 13, who thought it was David Sims.
Oh, the New York. I assume he grew up in New York.
Lindsay
Host
Premmel,
of Blank Check.
6.
Lindsay Premmel's in 6. Will Lindsay take 5th place away from Steven? Let's find out by going to question number 2. Before they created Mr. Show, Bob Odenkirk and David Cross both wrote for which show? The Ben Stiller Show, the Dana Carvey Show, the Tracy Ullman Show, and the Chris Gethard Show. Which one? Eagle-eared listeners may know and remember that I said the answer last week on We Are Trash People.
Fuck.
Seen here is a television on someone's head, which is what it aired on.
Damn it!
Television. 6 of you got it correct. It is, in fact, the Ben Stiller Show, which aired on Fox, which at the time was a young upstart network. Holly Goody remembered.
I didn't.
Emily Pineapple did not. Let's see who else remembered by going to our leaderboard. This is Ish is the highest climber, up 3 place, and Stephen Premmel has taken 1st place. Sarm Smith in 2nd, Diplomat Owl 43 in 3rd, Blogtoven in 4th, and Holly Goody in 5th. Stephen Premmel has the Ben Stiller Show on Plex, and one BBBR had the correct answer, I believe. Did you get it correct or did you get it wrong? Did you just guess it?
I
know.
guessed and I got it wrong.
Okay. Well, let's see if you remember this next question then. Because it was revealed on Saturday, not live this week. True or false? Joe Firestone once did a show where audience members went in one by one to perform for a room full of dolls. Is that true or false?
I know this one.
The answer was revealed on Planet Scum Live's replay, which was last Saturday on Saturday, not live. All of you got it correct. That is, in fact, true. And Geth and Joe talked about it on episode 8.
They also
Planet
talked
Scum
about
Live.
weird Bardia shows.
Yes.
I think on Mary Houlihan. And this is the reason why I really want to go to New York.
Me too.
Because were you going to perform in front of a bunch of fucking dolls? Like, I've never heard of a show like that ever in my goddamn life.
I'm very jealous of all the folks who live in New York and just get to see all this cool live performance.
Where do you find this?
New York.
Who's doing this? Why aren't anyone doing it in San Francisco?
Good question. I mean,
We
they
need
might
to make
be.
a. We
It
need
might
to
be
make
in
a
the
room.
lab.
I do have a lot of dolls.
It might be in the lab, that venue that's right
For
off
weird
Mission
shit?
Street. Yeah, they have some experimental stuff there.
Oh, we should check that out.
Well, it's been closed.
I'm looking over at some of my creepy dolls.
It's been closed for a while.
What?
Because the COVID.
Oh, I thought like closed.
No.
not
I
like
think it'll
COVID
reopen.
closed.
But let's see who got it right the quickest by going to the leaderboard. Stephen Premmel held on to first, but Blogtoven has flown up into third. Sarm Smith still in second. Holly Goody in fourth. Where Ish in fifth. And Stephen
There-ish
Premmel
in fifth.
has the highest answer streak of 3 in a row. Yeah, Lindsay Premmel is Diplomat Owl 43 for now.
I am 868 points behind you, Offbeat Valerie, and I'm coming for you.
Lindsay Premmel asking, did anyone have China dolls growing up?
Yes.
You did. They were very fragile. Oh, can we have a
Well,
show?
do you mean like porcelain dolls?
Yeah, do you mean porcelain dolls?
Or a specific
Yeah.
one that is
Porcelain, I
specifically from China? A show called Emily's Outraged. I am often
Where I
outraged.
say things and you get outraged. And Lindsay did mean porcelain dolls, which you had a lot of.
So many. My grandmother was like, she's gonna be able to sell these to go to college. They're collector's items. And like no one has given a fuck about porcelain dolls.
What's bone china? Is it made of bone?
I think is it made of bone?
Is it made of bone?
Are there dolls?
Is it made of bone?
bones?
Bone? Is it made
metal
of bone?
as fuck?
Holy cow!
Oh my god!
That makes them even creepier, so I'm even happier that we use them.
What? Whose bones?
Not my mom's bones.
Whose bones?
Whose bones? I
Like
don't know.
cow bones? Human bones?
Maybe it's the bones of the subject of our next question. Uncle Milty was the nickname of which comedian whose career spanned over 80 years? Was that Milton Berle, Milton Bradley, Milton Fromm, or Milton Jones?
Jesus Christ.
All of these are real comedians.
I don't know who any of them are.
Well, I'll explain a little bit about the correct answer after this. No idea, says 1BBBR. Uncle Milty had an 80-year career.
Yep.
He performed a lot on... Yeah, 80 of you got it correct. It is, in fact,
right.
Milton Berle, who had a TV show, performed on multiple celebrity roasts, and was rumored to have a huge penis.
What?
He was rumored to have the biggest penis in Hollywood.
Who rumored this?
Marilyn Monroe. Lots of people.
She said it?
Yeah.
Damn.
People said they saw it while they were peeing at the urinal.
And it was just like a fucking log.
Yeah. Like it's a biggie. It's a big one. Wait.
You saw his penis?
Oh, through time travel.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that
I was
makes
gonna
sense.
ask you, like, Stephen Premmel, explain everything.
It was like he was holding a big ol' one. It was like he was holding a bass fish. Oh yeah. Also, he's in Radioland Murders,
Oh.
which is one of the films by George Lucas. Yeah, yeah.
His pants.
Pringles can in the pants. Let's see who has enough points to fill a Pringles can until it overflows by going to the leaderboard. Ooh, Sarm Smith in first. Blogtoven in second. Holly Goody in third. Where-ish? There-ish in fourth place. And Diplomat Owl 43 in fifth. Where-ish now has the highest answer streak of 4 in a row, which means so far this is ish. Where-ish? There-ish.
But where Premmel?
Has aced it.
Premmel gone.
no
Lindsay
longer-
Premmel up there.
Yeah, Lindsay's on the leaderboard, but
Heck
Stephen
yeah.
Premmel has fallen away from the leaderboard.
I am 29 points behind you, Box. I'm coming for you. I just want to see the pineapples on the leaderboard.
Let's see. Maybe you'll be able to after Question number 5. When The Gong Show was revived in 2017, which comedian hosted the show in disguise as British MC Tommy Maitland? Was that Andy Kaufman, Eric Andre, Mike Myers, or the changeling comedian known only as Funny Face? Seen here is a gong. And the premise of The Gong Show is you would perform a bit, and if the panel, any members of the panel wanted you to stop immediately, they would hit a gong.
Damn.
8 of you got it correct. It was, in fact, Mike Myers. Initially, neither Mike Myers nor ABC confirmed that he was Tommy Maitland. And Tommy Maitland was even credited as an executive producer on the show and made talk show appearances where he never confirmed who he was. But for the second season in 2018, ABC confirmed that Myers was Maitland and credited Mike Myers as an executive producer. It was very clearly Mike Myers.
I thought it might be Eric Andre.
That was why I put him, because he feels like someone who would do this
Right?
type of a bit. And Andy Kaufman would have.
But he was dead.
Was he?
By 2017?
Was he? I don't know. He talked about how he'd fake it. I don't know. Who knows if he died?
Who knows?
But what I do know...
He might be haunting this basement right now. It's definitely haunted by someone.
You know what else is haunted?
Yeah.
The leaderboard. Where Sarm Smith is still in first place. Blogtoven in second. Where Ish in third place now. Diplomat Owl in fourth. Single Walk Run. 1 BBBR in fifth. And now Sarm Smith, our current leader, has the highest answer streak of 5 in a row. Sarm Smith has aced every single question. So far.
I'm in 11th place. I'm still 29 points behind you, Box.
Let's see if that continues. Question number 6. I won't jinx you.
I will.
Last week on Googie Morning, Riley watched which horror movie from a Serious Dan's list with Martin Urbano and Patrick Keane? Was that Robot Monster from 1953, Satan's Blade from 1984, Neon Maniacs from 1986, or The Boneyard from 1991? Seen here is a film strip.
What's Neon Maniacs?
I don't know, but these are all movies from a Serious Dan's suggested movie list.
I wouldn't think that Neon would happen before. I don't know. There's like Neon Demon now. Neon is like so in right now.
Oh yeah,
God.
It was definitely ahead of its time. But yeah, I agree, Holly Goody. It was a fun watch. The Serious Dan promoted it as being unwatchable, which I see why. There was a lot of scenes where you literally could see nothing because it was too dark. And so, they just didn't have lighting and it was bad film stock. But it was a very fun movie. A lot of blood. Questionably executed. That is a good note. There was tons of boobs.
A lot of boobs? Okay.
Yeah. Snow Bunny is coming from your man and she tried to seduce one of the leads. Yeah, sorry. There were precisely 8 boobs.
Precisely.
There were more boobs than dead bodies in the movie. Yeah, Lizzie Izzy confirmed in the chat during the show.
8
there were
boobs.
8 boobs. 1 boob. 2 boob. I don't have time to finish counting because it's time to go to the leaderboard. Or Sarm Smith. I guess I did jinx Sarm Smith because Blogtoven is now in first place. Diplomat Owl is in third now. Where Ish back down to fourth and Single Walk Run holding steady into fifth place. And Where Ish now has a streak with 6 correct answers in a row. How are you doing, Pineapple?
I'm in 10th place, 67 points behind Trash Fatson. I'm coming for you, Trash Fatson. Did I sound spooky?
You did sound spooky, just like Satan's Blade.
Just like
But
Satan's Blade.
not like the subject of our next question. In 2011, Stephen Colbert and Jimmy Fallon performed a duet of which meme song?
Fuck.
Was that Friday, Gangnam Style, Never Gonna Give You Up, or What Does the Fox Say? Seen here is someone singing their heart out, while the guitar player really doesn't bring as much passion as you would hope. They just look bored, and I think that's rude given how much energy that singer is putting down. Which of these were sung by Jimmy Fallon?
Boobs are individuals.
Boobs are individuals, that's true. 6 of you got it correct. It was Friday by Rebecca Black.
I guessed.
They performed it after Jimmy Kimmel promised to perform the song with Colbert if his viewers raised $26,000 for DonorsChoose.org. and they met the deadline in 36 hours. They were joined by the Knicks cheerleaders and a singer from American Idol.
Ooh.
Yeah, Taylor. Taylor from American Idol. Taylor Hicks, I think. And it's like, it was at the time very novel to see this like incredibly high production value version of a song from the internet. 1BBBR picked right. Oh, that's a Smule song.
Yeah.
Smule, of course, being the hit.
Yeah.
The most popular social karaoke app inspired by a character or named after a character from the Isaac Asimov Foundation series and Saturdays on Casecom. You can hear all your Discord pals sing some karaoke together with
and you
Smules
can
in
join
session.
on them.
And
you can
join
sing in those songs
on Smule.
and they will play those songs.
Yeah.
So check it out. Eric Germ's amazing show.
I've heard about Chinese food, and I've heard it is real bad. It's it's the same group. One BBR remembers Colbert doing it, doesn't remember Fallon on it at all. That's because
fair.
Colbert really carried Fallon. Yeah, it is. The Chinese food song is pretty racist.
Oh.
But Colbert opens like on a stool doing a like Johnny Cash style version of the beginning, and then Jimmy like joins for the chorus and mostly dances around and stuff. And the Roots do the music. I don't have a segue leaderboard. Sarm Smith has retaken first place. Where Ish, second place. Single arc run, guessed right, and is now in third. Has been rewarded for that guess. Blogtoven in fourth. Diplomat Owl 43 in fifth. Where Ish has a streak of 7 correct answers in a row. Pretty impressive. That means Where Ish has still aced every single question. Will their streak continue with question 8? Let's find out. Which collegiate secret society were Murph's enemies on the Chris Gethard show? Was that Skull and Keys, the Order of Gimghoul, Skull and Bones, or the Illuminati? Which bunch of scumbums were
Which bunch?
the enemies of Murph?
Yeah!
It's the Order of Gimghoul, and Murph's crusade against them culminated in the hour-long special Murph versus Gimghoul, where everyone traveled down to North Carolina to face off and go to their castle. And that came out in 2013 and is still up on YouTube.
It's so brilliant, and I love it.
I would definitely recommend the Chris Gethard show.
Would recommend.
Chris Gethard is a comedian, in case you haven't heard of him, who had a special on HBO, another independent release special.
He's sort of underground. He's
He had a cable
like
show, which was
a
impressive.
name among underground people, but like the general public.
Oh.
He was in The Office.
Yeah, he was on The Office a little bit. He's in Space Force, does great in Space Force.
Parks and Rec.
Broad City. Who's Chris Gethard?
No, it's Chris Gethard.
Chris Gethard. And he's great on the Big Fish episode of Blank Check. He also loves Kit Fisto, as revealed on the Phantom podcast.
Yeah.
And he was cut out of Iron Man 3 and did a great video about how he was cut out of Iron Man 3 that I definitely recommend. This is Ish had their answer streak broken. Oh! Let's see what it means for their position on the leaderboard.
Oh, yeah. Menzel knows him from Park and Rec, where he played a men's rights activist.
Men have had a hard time of it recently.
For the very, very recent past.
The guy who plays Thor. Exactly. And he mostly complains about his grass now. That is true. But, by the way, Gethard wrote a Medium article about how it was called something along the lines of, I don't actually love my lawn, I love the semblance of control, which I would recommend checking out.
He needs to get rid of that fucking lawn. It's an environmental disaster. Isn't it? Aren't lawns like environmental disasters? That's
Probably.
why we can't have, like, grass as it is.
Does
not exist. Like, lawn grass is not natural. It takes a ton of water, which is fucked. Like, we're in California, so we're just like a little more aware of it.
We also can't have it because we are on fire, much like Sarm Smith, who has a fiery answer streak of 8 correct answers in a row.
It's very yellow out today.
Diplomat Owl up in second, Where Ish in third, Single Rock Run in fourth, Stephen Premel back in fifth. It is very yellow out today, and we didn't have power for a good chunk of the day, so all our air purifiers shut down.
It's also a really high ragweed day, so I do feel like
it was bad for us. And also, the worst part is we couldn't watch our TV, you know? And TV is also where you'll see the subject of our next question. The It's a multi-select, by the way. The iconic comedy duo Martin and Lewis was made up of which entertainers? Dean Martin, Richard Lewis, Jerry Lewis, and or Martin Urbano. I love your face when I do old-timey comedy questions.
I literally was about to turn to you and say, fuck you, Forrest. I blame the ragweed.
Comedy. Also, if you want to learn more of these old-timey comedy history questions, read The Comedians, which is
CBC 9000, I agree. Like, it makes him so happy.
He's so happy about it.
He's so happy about it. And, like, bamboo is
right. You can do
bad.
Gardens that are... But
like,
I would
bamboo should be eliminated. Like, it's fucking up our environment.
I would definitely recommend...
I mean, not completely, but, like, eliminated from places where it was not.
Oh, Martin Short and Mary Leatherweather Lewis. You're correct, Eric.
Yeah!
Durham. But I would definitely recommend the book The Comedians.
Oh, no. Was Mary a Doc Brandy Buck?
Oh, that one. Yes. Yeah. Well, a lot of you got it correct. It was, in fact, Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis. Let's see who got it right and who... Everyone on the leaderboard got it correct.
On the leaderboard
a lot of you did.
So I'm in 9th place. 5 points behind you, Holly Goody. Holly Goody, I've been so close to you for the past, like, 3 questions. I'm coming for you.
Speaking of coming for people, let's go to the next question. Which host of The Gong Show claimed he had previously been a CIA assassin? Was that Mike Myers, Chuck Barris, Dave Attell, or... Alias? It's not Elias.
What the fuck, Forrest?
What?
I don't know who any of these people are except for Mike Myers.
It got turned into a whole movie. Like, George Clooney made a movie about it. Yeah, 9 of you got it correct. It was, in fact, Chuck Barris.
Who's Chuck Barris?
Why, he hosted the original Gong Show and created the dating game.
Oh,
he made
cool.
these claims in his biography, Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. The CIA... denied that he ever worked for them, and in 1984, Barris admitted he made the whole thing up, saying, quote, "No, I was never a CIA hitman. I never did those things. I once applied for the CIA, and while I was going through the process, I got a job and went on television. But I had always wondered, what would have happened if I had done both? But then again, in 2010, he muddied the waters by saying, I'll never say if I did or not, one way or the other."
Buck Charis.
He also, like, in the movie at least... Oh, yeah, he played Tobias in the Meta show within his show on Arrested Development. And in the movie, they alleged that all of the people who won the dating game were actually CIA agents being sent overseas to do missions.
And that was, like, their cover?
And that was their cover.
That's so dumb.
Oh, by the way, Mike Myers and Dave Attell also hosted other versions of The Gong Show.
Who's Dave Attell?
He hosted Insomniac with Dave Attell, where he like just went around late at night to places. He's a comedian.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
He was a comedian on Comedy Central.
I'm here for it.
Did I misspell Dave Attell's name? No, I didn't. Okay, cool. Let's go to the leaderboard to see who knew it. Everyone on the leaderboard except for Sarm Smith, so everyone's closing in
on Sarm.
On Dave Attell. Oh, Dave Attell played Tobias. Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. You know what else makes sense?
Oh, Holly's son is named Elias.
Oh, it's a sweet name. I just liked the rhyme of Elias Alias.
Elias Alias.
Let's go to our next question.
Your son has a new last name, Holly Goody. Your name is now Holly Alias.
Which Planet Scum host was one of the numbers guys on Connor Ratliff's 2012 presidential run? Was that Chris Gethard, Riley Solon, or Will Hines, or Numby the Mathemagician?
See, the problem with this is that it could be D.
It's not D. I'll tell you that much. It's not D.
Are you sure?
Numby the Mathemagician isn't someone who has a Planet Scum show. It's which Planet Scum host was one of the numbers guys on Connor Ratliff's show.
But what if that person was the character Numby the Mathemagician?
I don't do that. I don't. Like, it would
You're
be...
like, no,
No.
have integrity in my trivia.
It would have to be... There are characters who host shows.
Eric Germ, yeah.
There are characters who host shows, and if that character does host a show, I will list the character. But Numby is not a character who's hosted a show. What?
Will you draw Numby the Mathemagician?
Remind me after my long Wednesday, and yes. let's go. Oh, and well, it was Will Hines. And Connor's other numbers guy was Adam Conover of Adam Ruins Everything fame.
I'm now 60 points behind you, Holly.
Let's go to the leaderboard. Who knew it? Ooh,
So,
Simon Smith got it. Diplomat Owl got it. Single Walk Run walked right into third place with a 3 in a row. Stephen Premmel in fourth. Blog Tovin's fifth place, that is. As we go.
Dun 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 dun.
To question number 12. Oh.
Dun 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 dun. Is that Beethoven's fifth?
I apparently should hit the lack of clarification on Will Hines' character name on Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I have barely seen any Brooklyn Nine-Nine. What are you talking about, Steven? I don't know.
I also liked Long Wednesday in the Addams Family. Which was pink. The interior house was pink.
Yeah.
So that in black and white, they would get that kind of like medium gray tone.
It's really cool.
It's so cool.
Will Hines was on Brooklyn Nine-Nine twice.
Oh.
As the same character. Oh, do we not know the Improv God's character's name?
Improv God's Will Hines?
Will Hines. Oh, different. Oh, that's right. They mentioned it on the show, I think. There's different spellings of his character's name in each episode that he plays the same character.
I love that.
Brooklyn Hines.
Brooklyn Hines.
You know what's nice?
What?
Segues. Let's go to the next question. Who is the guest on this Saturday's episode of the George Lucas Talk Show?
Why don't I know this?
Is that Mark Evan Jackson, Paul F. Tompkins, Lauren
I do know
Lapkus,
this.
or George Walton Lucas Jr., the creator of Star Wars? It's Paul F. Tompkins.
I'm only 38 points behind you now, Holly.
And as Bryson tweeted, this kicks off their Barbara Walters arrangement where they will just do episodes when they feel like it.
I'm so excited.
And Patrick said, don't expect a regular schedule after this.
I feel like they're going to do it, and they're going to be like, this is our favorite thing.
I agree.
Forgot that it was our favorite thing.
I would love to see Mark Evan Jackson on GLTS. You know who he is?
No.
Sparks, Nevada. Marshall on Mars.
Oh my gosh!
He was also the judge. Not the judge. He was like one of the demons on The Good Place.
And he was the host of the Good Places podcast about the show. And he interviews all of the actors. Yeah. And he's amazing.
Sean,
I'm obsessed with him. I love him.
The Good Places podcast is really good.
It's really, really good.
It's so good.
It's so fun. It's so much better engaging. Mark Evan Jackson does not have the acclaim. It's like him and fucking...
Well, Paul F. Tompkins was also on the Thrilling Adventure Hour.
My favorite
Which is why I put Mark Evan Jackson in there.
Who's my favorite actress?
Amy Sedaris?
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, no. Oh, that makes me want Mark Evan Jackson on The Mandalorian as like an Imperial officer.
Oh my gosh, and he and Amy Sedaris interact.
Yeah.
I just can't get out of my head. There's a scene in Maria Bamford's show,
Lady Dynamite,
which
is incredible.
Where Amy Sedaris walks into a home and then like flips off her high heels like dramatically as she's walking onto like a bearskin carpet that you can't get your shoes on, just like no! It was just incredible.
I've also gotten a lot of Paul F. Tompkins tweets. One of them was like, you might like this Jess's retweet of Planet Scum of GLTS's tweet because you like Paul F. Tompkins. I'm like, I feel like there's other reasons Planet Scum might like this tweet about a Planet Scum show. I don't. Okay, Twitter, maybe your algorithm needs to get a little better. Oh, Maria Bamford is iconic.
I love Maria Bamford. She is absolutely iconic.
I don't think it's regional offbeat, but I also got an offbeat Valerie. But he does live in, PFT does live in LA, so maybe there's the California connection as well for me. But,
let's see who got that right.
I don't know, so let's see who got it right. Just trying to drum up a segue. Entire leaderboard got it right. Let's see if they get question number 13.
Lucky number 13.
Correct.
I think it's lucky.
I think it's lucky. But let's do it. Let's see which of these TCGS episodes, which is the Chris Gethard show, aired first. Smash cut to the future or smash cut to the past. Seen here is what time travel looks like.
Oh, I know this.
It's like you're diving out of a
I think I know
plane
this.
through a time tunnel.
I might be wrong.
You are wrong.
Damn it!
It's Smash Cut to the Future, which was episode 62 of the Chris Gethard Show. Episode 63 was Smash Cut to the Past, where they go back to ancient Rome to prevent the dystopian future from Smash Cut to the Future from taking place.
I want to rewatch these.
They're great. They time travel in like a cardboard box. Anthony Atomic is the keeper of the Battle Dome, which again is why I'm the keeper of the canon. It's all a nice reference because I thought an in-joke for the canonical in-joke keeper was funny. You know what else I think is interesting to look at? The leaderboard.
I'm in 9th place, Holly. I'm still behind you.
Stephen Premmel has the highest answer streak of 6, which it seems like Lindsay Premmel also has, so I don't know if that is true in the most technical sense, Kahoot. So that's interesting. You should really list everyone who's tied with the highest answer streak, because they all achieved that.
Yeah.
You know what else people did? Answered the next question. Which comedian ended every episode of her TV show by tugging on her ear as a silent message of love to her grandmother? Was that Carol Burnett, Joan Rivers, Lucille Ball, or Tracy Ullman? Seen here is an ear. The sensory organ that humans use.
Well, other animals use it too.
But this was a human ear. 11 of you got it correct. It was Carol Burnett. She was raised by her grandmother and continued the tradition of loving tribute even as after her grandmother passed away.
Aww.
Carol Burnett is incredible. Oh, thank you for calling it the perfect picture, Stephen Premmel. Let's look at it again before we go to the leaderboard. There's that sensory organ bursting through a wall. That's a tough sensory organ as it bursts through the drywall.
It's
bursts
okay
through the drywall.
Organ. Other creatures have much better ones.
But you know what other creatures aren't on? The leaderboard. As Stephen Premmel rises up into third, trailing Lindsay Premmel by less than 1,000 points. Blogtoven in fourth. Offie Valerie has the highest answer streak of 7, though perhaps other people do as well. What if my only ear was Superman's ear? Would love that. Apparently, Carol Burnett plays Cheryl Burnett, a talking chair in Toy Story 4, which I love. Because Carol Burnett is a comedy icon.
What? That's incredible! Oh my god!
Comedy icon. Carol Burnett.
Like, what if your only ear was Superman's ear? It would fucking suck to live in an apartment.
I mean, also, it would suck to just live because you'd hear, like, sirens and crime all the time, but not have the rest of his powers.
Well, doesn't he have to focus in on the crime?
I don't know. I think it depends on the version, if he, like, has to focus it out or focus it in.
Because we have little hairs in our ear.
I do like the idea of a bulletproof ear. It's like, if it has all of Superman's powers.
I just go ear first into danger.
You may have also used your ear to hear the answer to our next question, which is, what was the theme on last night's episode of Mary Houlihan's Painting Party? Was that Lost Season 1 DVD, games, the sea, or Dan? All of you got it correct. Despite the fact that there was 2,
Dan.
and briefly when I was sharing a tweet, 3 Dans on the show, it was about the sea.
There were 3 Dans?
There were 2 Dans and then a art from a third Dan was
that's
shared.
amazing.
That's kind of D, but you knew it anyway.
It was kind of D.
Yeah. I should have marked it as a multi-select. That's
You should have.
me. You know what else is on me?
You failed.
My hand with which I'm taking us to the leaderboard. Where all of you knew it. Stephen Premmel now has 8 correct answers in a row.
And I'm still behind you,
You're right.
Holly Goody!
Technically, including digital artifacts, 4 Dans appeared. Because the picture of the signed headshot she shows is also a Dan.
So many Dans.
So many Dans. It's Dans all the way down. But, and the guests were Dan Glazer and Dan Chamberlain. There was no pizza place. Very true, this is Ish. 3 Dans, a Mary, and a pizza place. But there's no Dan, no Mary, and no pizza place.
We have a pizza, though.
In our next question, we do have a pizza that we got at Target. But which comedian played Gormanda, a 4-armed alien chef on the Star Wars Holiday Special? Is that Burl Ives, Charles Nelson Riley, Harvey Korman, or Goro from Mortal Kombat? Seen here is Chewbacca because 30 minutes of that special are in unsubtitled Shriwook, the language of the furry forest dwellers of the planet Kashyyyk. The Wookiees.
I can't Wookiee very well. I just kind of sound like I'm trying to be my cat.
4 of you got it correct. It was, in fact, Harvey Korman who got his big break on the Danny Kaye show. We actually saw a movie with Danny Kaye in it recently at your Bubby's.
Oh, yeah. Wait, which one?
The
latest
music
one?
The music one. A Song is Born. He was the professor.
A Song is Born.
Who fell in love with that lady.
Yes. A Song is Born is a very cute movie.
Harvey Korman also got his big break, on the Danny Kaye show, and won 4 Emmys for his work on The Carol Burnett Show. It's all connected. It's all connected.
The best part of A Song is Born is that Louis Armstrong is in it. And, his facial expressions,
they definitely took him aside and were like, so acting is reacting. So when you're not being talked to, react. Because he's just like...
I don't think they told him that. I think he got on set and was just like...
Oh... What a
fan-fucking-tastic.
He's he's low-key the best part of the movie.
Absolute best.
Lindsay Premmel lost her answer streak. Let's go to the leaderboard. As did Stephen Premmel. Combo Breakers, 3 of them just lost their answer streak, but Sarm Smith still in first. Blogtoven, 9 points behind our leader. Offbeat Valerie in third. Lindsay still in fourth despite losing her streak. And Single Walk Run is in 5th place.
Hanging on to 5th, and I am still in 9th place behind Holly Goody.
Let's see if anyone can recover their streak with our next question. Chris Gethard has insisted the Planet Scum Live's ceremony must involve which deity? Is that Baal, Baphomet, Belial, or Jesus Christ, the one true God?
One true God who is 3 gods. Who isn't even 3 gods, who has a host of minor gods.
So this whole thing was actually a front so that I could tell you some good news. Wicked
and Divine!
I love Wicked. I love the Wicked and the Divine.
Yes! It's a really great comic book. And the idea of this comic book is that there are people who are gods that are reincarnated every so many years, and that these gods, when they are reincarnated in these people, put on musical performances that create a hypnotic sort of effect on certain people. So those people are then the followers of that god.
Right. Well,
and Persephone's
they
in
also
it.
only live for 5 years.
Yeah. And then supposedly they die.
And Lucifer
in it. Lucifer is
a super cool person. She's kind of like
David
Bowie.
Bowie.
She's basically David Bowie.
She's David Bowie. David Bowie. And Persephone keeps dating all of the death gods.
Yeah. Yeah, which is great. The Morrigan is in it.
She cannot help herself.
Woden is a fucking creep.
Oh my god,
it's so good.
So creepy.
But all 11 of you got it correct. It is the goat-headed god Baphomet, who is
Gethard. He calls himself Woden too, with the W, because he's not like other gods.
But as Gethard is fond,
he's not just Odin.
As Gethard's fond of reminding us, Baphomet was the people accused the Knights Templar of worshiping Baphomet.
Did they?
Yeah.
Okay.
They actually did. They were accused.
They worshipped Baphomet?
No. They were actually accused of worshiping Baphomet as a way to bring them down. Let's see who was brought down by that question. No one on the leaderboard, and Single Walk Run is back in the game.
The art of the Wicked Divine is also incredible.
It's Kieran Gillen
it's not in
and Jamie McKelvey.
Otherwise, I would pull it out.
Yeah, it's all in the living room. It's all packed up, actually, I think, right now. But it's Kieran Gillen and Jamie McKelvey. And Kieran Gillen also did a wonderful run on Darth Vader that I highly recommend, which was where Dr. Aphra debuted. Oh, yeah, and
Why do I think that person is on SNL?
Matt Wilson on Colors.
Why do I think Kieran Gillen was on SNL?
Kieran Gillen?
Why do I think Kieran Gillen was on SNL? Is there someone named Gillen?
Taran Killam.
Is Taran Killam a
human? Taran Killam is on Saturday Night Live. Or was on Saturday Night Live.
And Kieran Gillen.
Taran Killam, Kieran Gillen, and Karen Gillen are all different people.
No. I refuse to believe that.
Kieran Gillen is secretly...
Yes.
Taran was also on an episode of the George Lucas Talk Show.
Yep. And they also do.
Terry Gilliam.
Yes, that person as well. They are
Kate
all.
McKinnon.
Yes, Kate McKinnon as well. Kate McKinnon is actually like
Kieran
the
Gillen.
human, and Kate McKinnon is responsible for everything that those other four people.
I would love the reveal that Karen Gillan and Kieran Gillen are the same person, and she just like created this false identity complete with fake photos and a body double to make appearances.
Why not? She's cool as shit. I think she seems
everything
cool
I've heard
as
about
shit.
her is cool. You know who also isn't on SNL?
Who?
The subject of our next question. Oh yeah, Robert Downey Jr. was on SNL. But Jon Stewart played a corrupt children's TV executive named Marion Stokes in which film? Big Daddy, Death to Smoochie, The Adventures of Tom Thumb and Thumbelina, or Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice. These are all films that Jon Stewart really appeared in.
Really?
Yeah, he's in all of these movies.
Wait, he's in The Adventures of Tom Thumb and Thumbelina?
Yeah, he voices a character.
Ooh, the frog?
I don't know. Perhaps it's corrupt children's TV executive Marilyn Stokes. No, it's Death to Smoochie. It's Death to Smoochie, where he co-stars with Robin Williams.
That's a good movie. I really
It's
enjoyed that
a wild,
movie.
dark comedy. And he became the butt of jokes, where he would like make fun of how terrible an actor he is by pointing out that he was in Death to Smoochie. Even though, fun fact, Death to Smoochie, relatively early in his filmography.
It's a good movie. At least I remember really
I watched
enjoying
it at home on Comedy Central as a kid. And
I thought it was going to be a horror, so I didn't see it for a very long time. And then it was on Comedy Central one day, and I watched it and was like, this is the wildest fucking thing.
Yeah, The Faculty he's also in, which I haven't seen, but I've heard is great, and is a horror movie. It's a horror movie. John is also great in Half Baked. Exactly, Holly Goody.
Is that also a comedy horror?
It's just, well, no, it's Half Baked is just a comedy. Well,
Don't they run out of weed at
Stephen
one point?
Premmel, that's The Faculty.
That's
yeah,
a horror.
They do.
That's
run out of weed.
horrifying. That's horror.
Yeah, that is a horror. You're right. But let's go to the leaderboard and see who's... Oh, Blogtoven. Now in the lead by a mere 7 points.
Oh my gosh, what a close game.
Comedy Central did love Half Baked for years. That is very true. Jess Madsen Montgomery. I agree. That's a shocker.
Gosh, remember Comedy Central?
Remember Comedy Central? When they showed an all-new Workaholics.
Whose voice is that?
Kyle Kinane, the voice of Comedy Central.
Now it's David Bory.
Now it's David
isn't
Bory,
it?
San Francisco comedian who
David Bory
is an icon. And
with
was in
his amazing joke, and he doesn't do this joke anymore. So I am happy to say it.
He also appeared in a bunch of videos with Claire O'Kane, who hosted Ghoul Train, because they used to they both did shows right here in San Francisco in the basement of a video store called the Cynic Cave. What joke are you talking about?
His joke is whenever people say like anti-gay things, I pretend that it's actually short for alligators. So it's like a gay pride parade sounds dangerous.
Why are we letting alligators adopt babies?
That doesn't sound like a good idea at all.
It's so good. He's so funny. He's so funny. I definitely recommend looking up clips of his. He performed. He's been on
so
Conan
good.
and everything. So check out his clips.
David Bory is amazing.
Bory's hilarious. He's also written for... Not to crap out. I think we're still here. We're still here. Our internet's back. Let's go.
Ghoul Train was amazing.
Ghoul Train was so good. It was so good, and it was so much fun. Much like our next question. Which of these was an early incentive offered by Who Wants 269 with Martin Urbano? A signed Martin Urbano headshot, a cameo for Martin Urbano, a handwritten copy of Kahoot's Cease and Desist, or an encrypted hard drive. Don't worry what's on it. Which of these was an incentive offered by Who Wants 269 with Martin Urbano? Which, by the way, the final episode is coming up on Labor Day of the Planet Scum version, so be there.
My birthday.
Yes, your birthday. So watch us on Emily's birthday on Labor Day.
30. Wonderful.
What?
I'm 30. I'm
What's up,
turning
Premmel?
30 wonderful.
No, Premmel said Forrest, and I'm confused. Were multiples of
Forrest?
these? I checked.
Forrest? I thought that Martin Urbano was offering his headshot.
I don't think so. That was Mary.
Thank you for the happy birthday.
I checked. Oh, I think it's about am I appearing on the show? Oh no.
Oh, they need to see the
It's
answer
a handwritten
first.
copy of Kahoot Cease and Desist. What's up? I literally checked. I checked the old slides that we used to say what the incentives are. So I
always get very anxious around my birthday, and
Wait,
I think
yeah, it was.
It was not handwritten.
I thought it was
typed.
in blood.
He said that it was
pretended
printed
to write
in
it
blood.
in blood.
He said it was printed in
Well,
blood.
80, you got it correct.
That
I'm
the
sorry.
Ink was blood. You
Well,
got it wrong, Forrest.
I'm sorry.
You are wrong, and you need to atone for your sins.
Bless me, Martin, for I have sinned.
That's not how we atone here.
Bless me, Martin, for I have sinned.
Do you know how we atone here?
Is it by going to the leaderboard?
I was gonna say fight Baphomet, but that was a really good segue.
No, thank you for Premel, you have nothing to apologize for. I do. But Sarm Smith has taken the lead. No,
No, dude, like
it's
you
a fair point.
He was wrong.
It's a fair point. I should have
is
been
wrong
less specific.
sometimes.
I should have been less specific. That's on me for
a lot
being
of times
specific.
he's not wrong, but many times he
Well,
is also wrong.
Really, a lot of you could win. The leaderboard is very close.
It's so close. Oh my god. It's like everyone's only like 100 points away from each other.
I'm also legitimately a little nervous no one will get this next question right.
Oh, I'm so excited. What is it?
At least it wasn't. That's true.
Oh my god.
Actually, you know what? I take it back. I'm not sorry. That was an ode to Martin. Getting the question wrong was an ode to Martin. I just learned it by watching him, okay?
I learned it by watching you.
What better way than to send off Martin Urbano than with a Treasure Planet, Treasure Island mix-up?
Treasure Planet's such a good movie.
I never saw it.
It's so good.
I know.
Why haven't we seen it? We've seen movies we've seen multiple YouTube, like multi-hour-long breakdowns of that movie and the history of the creation of that movie.
Neither of us is particularly spoiler
It's so
avoidant,
interesting.
so.
It was the people who's made it, whose names, of course, I forget. It was like their passion project for years.
Musker and Clemens, who also made a bunch of them Disney Renaissance films, including Aladdin and Hercules.
And like they kept making them
Mermaid.
do those movies to like get to do Treasure Planet.
They also made Moana.
I don't know why that's so funny the way you said it.
I was thinking of the
That's
song.
also a good movie.
Because I do love how often she sings her name.
Yeah.
But now let's go to the final question.
I'd rather be
wins.
Pineapple. Pineapple!
My name is Forrest. Forrest, keeper of the Canon. And here's the next question. The final question. Which is a double points round because it's so hard. Which San Francisco comedy club is credited with popularizing the red brick wall as the backdrop for stand-up comedy? Was it Cobb's Comedy Club, The Hungry Eye, The Purple Onion, or Bricky's Chuckle Hut? I didn't know this.
Neither do I.
But it's so cool that San Francisco birthed the brick wall.
No
one got it right.
Got it. I thought the Purple Onion might be too new. But I do remember a brick wall there, so I thought it might be.
But isn't that cool?
That is so cool.
Like a San Francisco.
Where was the Hungry Eye? Does it still exist?
It's gone.
Where was it?
North Beach.
Of course.
It was in North Beach in a place that got turned into a strip club. And
North Beach is where where many strip clubs are, with the cool neon strip club signs.
Yeah,
it's one of the oldest neighborhoods in San Francisco. It was like the Italian neighborhood.
So
and it's near Russian Hill, where all of the Russians lived, and my grandmother grew up right in between.
And you know the Café du Nord?
Well, she would hang out right in between.
But you know,
she actually grew up in this house.
Café du Nord is another venue in San Francisco, and the guy who made it also made The Hungry Eye.
You know what I love is that it is lowercase.
Oh, it was in the basement of the Sentinel building, which is currently the home of
oh my gosh!
of American Zoetrope. So it was in the same basement as
that's
the committee.
Famous Guys thing.
As the committee too, right? Wasn't the committee there?
I thought the committee was nearby.
It's
I don't
near
know
it,
if
at
the
least.
committee was in that building.
But yeah, it was
That's
on
my
Kearney.
favorite building where
It's
we
Coppola's
saw like
place.
a bartender and we were trying to get in and it was closed and we like caught his eye and then he disappeared and I'm like, oh, you poor man.
And-
People are bothering you constantly to get in, aren't they?
And it was, and then it moved it moved to Ghirardelli Square after that location. And
That's where chocolate's
it's
from.
unclear if it stood for the Hungry Intellectual or the Hungry Id. And Vince Guaraldi, who did like the Charlie Brown Christmas, performed there. Joan Rivers and Mort Saul got career boosts from performing there.
Dick Cavett?
Dick Cavett performed there. Martin O'Brano's favorite filmmaker, Woody Allen, performed there. Barbara Streisand begged to get on stage there for a single night because she was like, I'm going to be a huge star. So she got on there and got nationwide acclaim for performing there. Like, it was a huge venue. And the LA Times has quoted it as being the first to have the brick wall behind the stage that every venue has now. And the New York Times has described it as the most influential nightclub west of the Mississippi. And it was open from 1951 to 1970. It's like so cool that was right here in San Francisco.
Where we can't find any
That's true.
place that's holding a show where you perform
One
to a group
BBBR
of
points out that
dolls.
this and Radio Free Multiverse are the only places we can cahoot anymore. That is true.
That is true.
And speaking
right
of-
here in my grandmother's basement.
And
Both
in
this show
a
and Radio Free
and in a
Multiverse.
studio outside of time and space.
Yes.
But let's go to the podium now. I'm glad you all enjoyed this question where it was like, I don't think anyone's going to get this, and no one did, but it's just
You
fascinating.
mentioned this during the week. You're like, San Francisco.
Yeah.
I can't tell you where, but San Francisco
Francisco
is the
did
place.
this.
And I
Yeah.
have spent the whole week racking my brain trying to think of which place this could possibly be.
And yeah, no one got it. So
And
let's
I didn't
go
get it. I didn't
to
know
the
the place
podium
existed.
in third place with 16 out of 20 correct. It's Stephen Premmel. In second place with 16 out of 20 correct, it is Single Walk Run. And in first place with 17 out of 20 correct, it is Sarm Smith! Blogtoven and Offbeat Valerie in fourth and fifth place. Victory is yours, Sarm
Victory
Smith.
is yours, Sarm!
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
That's been We Are Trash People.
That's been We Are Trash
In
People.
Just sorry, you dropped that crown.
Sorry.
Oh, Holly Goody lives near here. That's so cool. We should definitely meet up.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
that would be so much
Yes.
fun. You know what else would
Yeah,
be fun?
anyone around San Francisco, fucking hit
DM
us
on
up.
Discord.
Hit us up. Slide into my DMs.
You know what else will be fun?
What?
Planet Scum Live, which is coming up in just over half an hour on Planet Scum Live. But of course, you know that.
After
if-
which, you can see us
on the Discord.
on the Discord
Or hear
for
us,
the post
really.
show.
And if you love trivia and Kahoot, as one BBBR mentioned,
And
this
wild
Friday
nonsense!
at 9 p.m. Pacific, 12 a.m. Eastern, Grand Trivia brings you Kahoot-based trivia, hosted by an evil fish, and it's general trivia, not just Planet Scum and Comedy. So test your trivia mettle against your fellow human beings this Friday.
And multidimensional.
And
beings.
multidimensional beings. Thank you, Holly Goody. Thank you, Stephen Premmel.
Thank you so much.
What's up, Stephen?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up,
What are we
Steven?
waiting for?
What's up?
Noir Earth is
Noir Earth is coming up.
Next week.
Is the week after
It's on
this
the
week. That's
27th,
right, on the
final
27th.
the final Friday of the month.
Join us for Noir Earth.
Noir
Ooh,
Earth.
What will Noir Earth be? Does it
What-
involve a certain statue that I might be constructing right now?
What silly hat will Fluval have
What
this time?
silly
'Cause if you
hat will
noticed,
the fish have
he
this
loves
time?
hats.
What costume will intern Christy wear?
Thank you, Lindsay Premmel.
Who will be a noir detective?
Yeah,
will
see?
there be
Will there be some guests to
backstabbings?
see?
Will there be
Yeah.
convoluted storylines? See?
Yeah, see? There's going to be some convoluted storylines, see?
And monologues.
And some monologues,
See?
yeah, monologues. Monologues out the wazoo. So many monologues. So check us,
Check us out.
And with that, good night and
Good night and good
Claw.
one.